Welcome back for another video, and today we are going to be talking about the gear that I use when I'm kayak duck hunting. So like I said in the last video, I've gotten a lot of questions about kayak duck hunting, and I want to take this week to make some videos talking about kayak duck hunting and giving you guys some helpful info for if it's something you guys want to get into. And so today we're going to be talking about gear. It's everybody's favorite subject. Everybody loves going to the store to pick out their new I don't know, duck call or whatever. Like, everybody likes gear. I'm a gear guy. I like having all kinds of different gear. And so I've found along the way last season that when you're kayak duck hunting, you do not need a lot of gear. You find that a lot of the stuff that you normally keep in your blind bag is pretty much not useful in any way. You're just carrying it around. It's dead weight. So when you're in a kayak, it's almost like you're in a different environment. You know, going from stomping around in the marsh, carrying your decoys on your back, putting on the blind bag with shotgun, like you're just like a pack mule stomping through the water. And honestly, I've done that so many times, it's not fun. And once I started kayak duck hunting, I knew those days were gonna be over. And this is something that I really like doing. And it just makes duck hunting even more fun. Don't get me wrong, I love going into the marsh and not hunting out of the boat. But when you get in the kayak and you're by yourself and you're just shooting through the water, getting to your spot, it's a lot of fun. So the first piece of equipment I want to talk about today is the most important piece of equipment. It is your life jacket, your PFD, your flotation device. This will save your life. So wear it, and wear it often, and wear it whenever possible. I'm guilty of not wearing it sometimes, but I have it within quick reach. But just keep in mind, you can't swim if you're unconscious, so please wear your life vest, especially when it's really cold and dangerous out there. Do yourself a solid and wear your life vest. So, very important piece of equipment. The next very important piece of equipment I want to talk about is your paddle. You want to make sure your paddle is the right size for you. So go to the store and talk to somebody. They'll help you pick one out. I like this paddle a lot. Old Town sent it to me when they sent me the kayaks. And something very unique about this paddle is this right here. There's like a little notch cut out of it. And I don't know what this is intended for, but it is definitely intended to be used to pick up decoys. You just slide right under the water, it hooks it on, you pull it up, and you got your decoy out of the water without having to reach over the boat or do any of that. So that's very nice. If you guys can find a paddle with something like this on it, perfect. I will leave a link to this paddle in the description of the video if you guys want to check it out. This is the Predator Angler paddle. It's pretty sweet. I've got two of them, and I really do enjoy using these. And they're so lightweight, carbon fiber. It's awesome. Next is waders. You'll probably want to wear them, not because you're getting in the water. There's been hunts where I don't even get out of the boat, but you want to wear your waders because you're probably going to end up having some water in the bottom of the boat from picking up decoys and doing all this stuff and paddling. You're naturally going to just accumulate water in the bottom of your boat. So wearing waders is not necessarily to get out of the boat and walk around in the water. It's to just keep you dry and warm. So find a good pair of waders. I really like these breathable waders a lot, and they were very comfortable to wear inside of a canoe and the kayak. I'm sorry, I use those so interchangeably now, it's kind of ridiculous. I don't know how much I would have liked having neoprene, but having those breathable waders, it was super maneuverable and easy to get in and out. It was awesome. So I'd recommend getting a pair of breathable waders. Another important piece of equipment is this. This is a dry bag. If you guys don't know what it is, the name kind of explains it. It keeps everything dry. So you put all your important things in here, your phone, your camera gear, all that fun electronic stuff, or even an extra jacket. That was something that I do, like when I go out in the morning, I'm not gonna wear my duck oven. I usually put my duck oven in here because I'm gonna get hot and sweaty paddling in, and it's not smart to get the inside of your jacket sweaty when you don't have to. So you get it nice and dry and warm, and you put it in the dry bag, and then when you start getting cold, when you're at your spot, you just reach in, grab it, you got a nice dry jacket. And in the off chance that you've capsized and you need some warm clothing, you have it in your dry bag. So this is multi-purpose. I think this one's a 20 liter, and it's a perfect size. It doesn't say, I believe it is a 20 liter. So find a big one where you can fit some clothes in there, an extra pair of gloves, you know, just anything that you want, just in case you were to capsize, everything got wet, you want to have some warm clothes, or you want to keep your electronics dry. Because like I said, there's going to be water in the bottom of the boat naturally, so this isn't just in case you capsize, it's because there's going to be water in the boat and it keeps things dry. And of course, you can't forget your shotgun. I just have to mention that. Don't forget it. You're going to need it. So when you are in your kayak, make sure it's pointed in a safe direction. It's not loaded until you get to your spot, and just basic firearm safety. I like this canoe because it's got this little rest up here where it's almost like a layout blind where your gun barrel is going to be pointed out, and it's going to be in a safe direction the whole time. Another piece of equipment that I like, especially because I'm a camera guy, I do a lot of stuff with camera gear. I've got one of these waterproof boxes. This came in my Hunter's Haul box once, but I use this for all my camera batteries, and sometimes I put my phone in here. You fold it up, close it, and then you can stow it under the seat or next to you. It's going to keep things dry, and then you don't have to go digging through your dry bag to get your phone. It's in this box. So that works for me. I wouldn't use this if I wasn't a camera person, so that's really the only purpose why I have this. Of course, don't forget your shotgun shells. I am a bad example right now because I don't have it, but I had a pair of Cabela's waders, and you know they have those things that you clip on and it holds all your shotgun shells. Well, I normally fill that up with my shotgun shells, and then I keep it in the bottom of the boat. So that's how I keep my shells easy access. You can also put them in your pockets or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Do what you like to do the best, but I like to put them in that little shell holder and just slide it next to me in the seat. And last but not least, don't forget about your decoys. I usually take 1 to 2 dozen decoys with me when I'm duck hunting in a kayak. That's usually enough to get the job done wherever I go. If I have other people going with me, I might take more. But I just kind of go with what I can carry, and I like to just keep whatever I can in the boat. I don't like to drag anything behind it. I don't like the idea of having a jet sled. Like, it's a great idea and it works perfectly. I've done it before, but you have to worry about when you get to your spot, where am I going to put the jet sled? So that's just one extra thing I don't really want to worry about. But don't forget about your decoys. And along with decoys, what I do with my Lucky Duck poles, I'll either lay them down in the bottom of the boat, or I'll put them in a rod holder. So my Lucky Duck poles are up and out, they're easy access, boom, right there, stake them in, put the Lucky Duck on top, and I would put my Lucky Duck behind the seat, and that's pretty much it. Now the last thing that we can talk about is an anchor, and I have not personally used an anchor when I'm duck hunting in a kayak, but I've used it for fishing. What I do when I'm duck hunting is I find some nice thick brush and just get the kayak set in there, and usually the wind doesn't blow me around too bad, and I just stay there. That way I don't have to worry about pulling up an anchor or unclipping or whatever to go and get birds that I've shot. So I like to be able to move freely and not worry about an anchor, because when it's 20 degrees outside, it can get pretty cold when you're pulling an anchor up, and you just want to minimize your contact with the water. So I've thought about maybe like making like a clip that I can clip on and then have like a pool noodle or something. But you know, for me, it works fine, especially in a marsh situation. There's enough brush and grass and twigs and everything where the wind's really not going to push you around too much if you've got a good enough cover. So that is a little bit about the gear that I use when I'm duck hunting in a kayak. Like I said, it's pretty minimal. You don't need to bring a whole heck of a lot, but you can definitely build on this and take it or leave it. That's just kind of the stuff that I make sure to bring with me, other than like coffee and snacks and stuff. That is the gear that I mainly bring and make sure I have when I am duck hunting in a kayak. If you want to help support this channel, go ahead and pick up one of these hats by clicking the link in the description of this video. It really does help me out. And if you want to know more about this Discovery 119 that I'm going to be using for duck hunting this season, there's a link to that in the description as well, so you can go and get more information on that. If you want to follow me on my social media, I've got Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook, so be sure to follow me on there and stay up to date with what's going on. But that is all I've got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you on the next one.